All right, mic check here. Is this working? Come on. Okay. Mic check here. Test. And mic check here. All right, looks like everything's working now. And I got chat up, thank you. All right, now the last thing I wanted to do was post about this giveaway, because I would like to start giving away some cards. But in order to do that, you guys need to know what I'm giving away. So let's see if that always does that. Let's see my settings here. Hate troubleshooting. Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. There is always a way. Okay. It's not showing up. I just want to show you what I want to give away. No. All right, well, I'm giving away cards. And we'll just line them up on the top. And if I happen to get enough followers, that'll be good. So I do have a Twitter post, but I got to post it on my new Twitter with all the cards and a photo on the giveaway. I mean, these are all nice. Now let's see if I can aim this camera back down. Maybe we play some music. Now if I aim this straight down, I can't see this one. This one I actually got recently. A nice new Shieldred. Cracked a pack out of the blue and got me a Shieldred. Alright, that should be good. So we're going to play a fun game of Solitaire Commander. I guess we'll probably... That's the Horde. That's the Hydra. Okay. So if anybody who doesn't remember, back when original Theros first came out, in each set they came out with like what they called a challenger deck, or a challenge deck that they would give to the stores. The backs look like this. Basically, it was like an event where you bring your, I think it was either your draft deck or your standard deck to sort of defeat the Hydra. For Theros, the first set, it was defeat the Hydra, and if you did, you got like a promo. And then for the second set in that block was like defeat the Horde. And then for the third set in that block, it was defeat a god. So it was kind of, I don't know, it was just like a cool flavorful thing that they did, and then they never really did again. But I bought a bunch of them. I bought like 2 or 3 of each. I sleeved up 1 of each. And like whenever I'm testing a deck, I kind of use this. Like, yeah, it's not the same as like playtesting, but it's giving me an opponent to sort of playtest against. So we're gonna put the deck up here. Maybe I can use this little space. Let's move everything as far as I can. You know what? We're gonna go like this, so you guys can see what I'm giving away. And I'll have a little room to play. We will make it work. Always down to give away some cards. Alright, so we're gonna play test Blanca, because every time I play this deck, I feel like it's gonna do well, and I'm playing like some proxies in it. We'll put Blanca up here. It's got proxies of cards I have in a binder. Nothing fancy. I don't have any like shiny fancy proxies or anything like that. But it's like, it's not a low power deck. Like, I tried to really pump this deck up with what I have. So we're gonna kind of test it out and see how it does against this simple Hydra. Now the rules of the Hydra is every turn it gets 1 spell for free off the top of its deck. So I literally just flip the card and play it. Usually it has an effect, it'll be a sorcery, or it'll be a head, maybe it'll have an enter the battlefield effect, or a lot of them have a hero's reward, which is basically a death trigger. When it leaves the battlefield, you get an effect, usually a bonus. When you do defeat a Hydra, when you kill a head, exile a head, basically anytime a head would leave the battlefield, it'll have an effect. And I flip over the top 2 cards from the Hydra deck. And those 2 cards, any heads immediately come out, and any non-heads go to its graveyard. So anytime you kill 1 head, there's a chance for 2 more to pop up, and that's the flavor of the Hydra. This is kind of what I do like on my days off. When my girl's out of the house. You know, when I'm testing a deck, I kind of just do it like this. I'll either solo some hands without anything, but if I want to like have a challenge that's a little bit randomized, I'll either grab a stack of tokens, or I'll grab one of these decks and see how it does. Because this has like random effects. It's not balanced for Commander specifically, but it kind of works sometimes. What can I use to keep track of life? We'll go with this. So let's say I start at 40, like a normal Commander game. Now, if I recall correctly, fighting the Hydra is kind of... I think it's kind of easy just because the way that the Hydra deck is designed, but we're going to play it out anyway. So this will be my hand. We'll play it as if like I'm showing you how to play, kind of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 lands. Sylvan Library. I can keep a hand like this. So first turn I'll play Rootbound Crag. Pass the turn to the Hydra. Another head comes out. Oh, another thing. The way that combat works on the Hydra's end, during combat for every head, there is... You take 1 damage as if it's combat damage. But there's also elite heads. For every elite head, it's 2. So with the 1 flip, that's another Hydra. I take 4 damage from the Hydra. Yeah, playing with the Hydra deck is pretty simple. So just to go over the rules again, every turn I'm going to flip one of these cards. It's going to be either a head or a sorcery with an effect. Every head has an ability that when it leaves the battlefield, something happens. And it might also have an additional effect on the field, like maybe casting more spells. And whenever I defeat a head, or a head goes to the graveyard, or is exiled, or whatever, I flip the top 2 cards of the Hydra deck, and any heads that I flip immediately come out. The Hydra deck is defeated when there are no more heads. That's how I beat the Hydra. Alright, we're going to play Sylvan Library with these 2 lands. And we're going to pass turn to the Hydra. Grown from the stump. I don't know if you can read that. I'll put it... Does that help at all? Nah. I'll just read it. Grown from the stump, sorcery. Put exactly 2 cards named Hydra head onto the battlefield from the Hydra's graveyard. If you can't, reveal cards from the top of the library until you reveal a head card and put it onto the battlefield. Put the rest in the graveyard. So it's going to keep going until I get the next available head, which is Ravenous Broodhead. So every elite head deals 2 and every regular head deals 1, so I'm taking 6 here. So off the first 2 turns, I already took 10 damage. We are going to Sylvan Library trigger. I definitely want to get a land to my hand. And I don't have any creatures yet. This is a little tricky. If I take both... then I have to be really careful with the damage I'm taking, because that's going to be another 6 plus whatever I get off the top. Frigate, I'm going to take 8. Go to 22. Alright, I'm going to play my land for turn. I don't have basics, so it's tapped. We're going to play Season of Growth. Hopefully get more draw spells. Yeah, I guess early game this Blanca deck doesn't have any defenses. That's kind of where I messed up in my deck building, so I kind of need to put some early game threats of some sort. Alright, Hydra's turn. We're just going to sort this like this. Hydra's turn. Oh, Disorienting Glower. Sorcery, players can't cast spells until the Hydra's next turn. So I can't cast any spells on my turn. Now I take 6. Darn, I go from 22 to 16. Yeah, the Hydra deck is tough. Can definitely be tough. Just check in chat, want to make sure. There we go. Alright. So, Sylvan Library trigger. I definitely can't take more damage. So I need some way... And I can't cast spells either. That kills creatures with flying. I guess I have to just take one and put these back. Then I can't do anything else here except play a land. Hopefully next turn I can get Blanca out. Gain some life back. Alright, pass the turn. Noxious Breath deals 5 damage to each player or destroy each tapped non-head creature. So the way that it works, technically I have the choice to make for the Hydra. But I feel like that's too easy, and I always like to make the choices as if I was another player. So, you know what? I actually want to change this setup real quick. Whatever. We're just chatting. Speaking of chatting, I'm going to put my chat here so I can see it better. Okay. So, okay. 5 damage to each player or destroy each tapped non-head creature. So I have no creatures, so I'm going to take 5 from this, but also because to each player, I believe they're considered players. We're going to treat it as such. So I'm going to Metamorphose. I'm going to add red, and draw. Then I'm going to cast Twin Inferno. I'm going to copy a spell. 5 damage to each player. Oh, that's mean. I guess... Oh, darn, I have to look up the rules. Nah, we're going to treat it as such. The Hydra's doing really good anyway. So we'll do it as 1. I'll deal 5 damage to this head. When this head dies, I gain 2 life. Then I flip 2. 1 head. Then I take 5, go to 13. Then I take 6, go to 7. Oof, I have 1 turn. Alright, Sylvan Library trigger. Jessica's Will does nothing for me. My Jessica's Will proxy. So we're going to get the Witch's Clinic. Damn, I'm about to die to this Hydra. Alright, we play Blanca. Blanca has haste. He has trample as long as I've casted 3 or more spells this turn, and whenever Blanca becomes a target of a spell or ability, 2 damage to each opponent. we're going to consider, for all intents and purposes, we're going to consider the Hydra one player, but if I'm targeting an opponent or a player, I can only target one. So what I'm going to do here, I have no... when a creature enters, I scry. I'm going to scry this down to the bottom. I'm going to attack one of these heads to kill it, because Blanca has haste. I gain 2 life, I go to 9, and then flip 2. No heads. Luckily for me. Then we're going to pass the turn to the Hydra. If there are 5 or more heads on the battlefield, tap 2 of them, and they don't untap during the Hydra's next untap step. Just as a side note, if a Hydra is tapped, it doesn't deal its combat damage. Otherwise, reveal the top card of the Hydra library and it casts that card. Unified Lunge. It deals X damage to each player where X is the number of heads on the battlefield. Oh, that's game! So I'm going to take 4 from this Unified Lunge, bringing me to 5. And then I do get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because the elite head deals 2. That brings me to exactly 0 in this scenario. Okay, you know what? I'm actually learning a lot about this deck. It's a very stormy attitude kind of deck, but it needs... Blanca needs to not be the only creature in the deck. It's got to have like some sort of early game presence, and that's what it doesn't have. But you know what? We're gonna, instead of deck building, we're gonna play another one. Because that's a lot of time. I'm not looking through cards today. My mouse is dying. 1 second. We'll just do a couple of these and see what I can learn about the deck. Alright, that should be shuffled enough. And let's get these Hydra deck shuffled. The one thing I love about these is these backgrounds are just beautiful. Just like, it's too bad Magic can't have different backs for every like set. Because oh my god, these are gorgeous. I should get sleeves with these backs. I don't know what deck I would put it in though. Probably, I have a couple of mono green decks, maybe my elf deck. Alright, let's play this again. Let's see what happens. This time I'm going to hide my hand. Okay. This I can do. We're gonna turn 1, Stomping Ground, tapped. Then we're going to pass this turn to the Hydra. 4 heads, 4 damage. Go to 36. Alright. Now we got lucky, we got a Jeweled Lotus in hand. We're going to command tower. We're going to immediately cast Blanca and attack and kill one of the heads. When I do, I gain 2. I flip 2 cards and any heads immediately come out. Alright. Now because of that Jeweled Lotus, this is a good start against this Hydra. Okay, at the beginning of Hydra's end step, each player discards a card, and it's got a big reward if I kill it. It's an 08. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I go down to 31, and then at the beginning of the Hydra's end step, I discard a card. This is tough. I guess there's no artifacts and enchantments, so I'll discard the Nature's Claim. Then I'll go to my turn. Let's see how we do. Forest. So I'm considering spells that target opponents as 1 Hydra head. Let's see what I can do. Oh, okay, so I can't do that exactly how I want. What I'm thinking here is I have a beast within in hand, and I'm thinking of how I want to actually portray this. I think it's going to be a normal creature attacking. Because I'm too lazy to look up the... Oh, wait a minute. I don't have to look it up. I have the rules in here somewhere. Don't I? Oh, I do not. That's alright. Alright. That makes Blanca a 9. Okay. We're going to cast Invigorate on Blanca, giving him +4/+4, bringing him to 9. Whenever I target him with a spell or ability, 2 damage to each of my opponents, I will just pick one of these heads. Yeah, that's the right choice. And he gets +2/+2. So he becomes an 11/11. I'm going to kill this head. When I do, I gain 4 life. Go to 35, and I draw a card. And then the Hydra flips 2. No heads. Hydra's turn. 5 damage to each player, or destroy each tapped non-head creature. Honestly, destroying the creature would deal the most damage to me, so I'm going to do that. Then I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to 30. So I lost Blanca. We're gonna Prismatic Vista. We're just gonna crack it now. Get a basic. Mountain is fine. Damn, I got nothing to do. I'm holding a beast within. That's what I'm doing. Tap up to 2 heads. They don't untap during the Hydra's next untap step. Torn between heads deals 5 damage to each player. So I'm doing it as always the worst for me. They don't untap. And 5 damage. So that's a total of 8. I go from, I think it was that 29 to 21. Torn between the heads. That counts that damage. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 24. Okay, so I can blow up that Ravenous Broodhead. I think I will. I'm going to Beast Within him. I gain 2 life, which then I take 1, so I'm going to go to 25 after that, and I draw a card, and that's a Beast. My turn. We're going to Blighted Woodland, and since I have nothing else to play, I'm just going to crack it for 2 basics. Any basics. Anyone. Forest. It's probably another forest. Forest. Alright, so as per the rules, these 2 heads don't untap. Put exactly 2 cards named Hydra Head from the graveyard onto the battlefield. I can't do that. If you can't reveal cards from the top until I get ahead. Boom. So combat's gonna happen. This beast is gonna attack as well as the heads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. I go to 19. There's really nothing I can do about that. Got off to a great start here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blanca's coming out. He's got haste. I got nothing to do here except, so I'm going to consider, I can attack the heads directly, but I can't attack the beast directly. So I'm going to attack one of these heads. gain 2 life, go to 21. Flip 2, any heads come out, 1 head. Normal Hydra head. Now, Hydra's turn, untap, flip, destroy target head. If that head was elite, the Hydra takes an extra turn after this one. What would actually be worse for me? If I destroy the elite head, I gain 2 life and draw a card, but they get another turn. Yeah, I think that's the worst that could happen. So we're going to destroy, I gain 2, go to 22, I draw a card, the Hydra's flipping 2, no heads, and then I take a total of 6 because of the beast, go to 14, oof, right? No, I go to 16, I was at 22, take 6, 16. Hydra's turn. Oh, I do that one again, but not extra turn. I'm going to destroy a normal head. Let's see which heads come out. No heads. Total damage here is 5. I go to 11. Yeah, see, this is a tough challenge. It's very luck-based, I will admit. Let's see. I can almost... I don't know if I have any more basics. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna Fabled Passage. We're gonna get a basic if I have any more. Let's see, let's see. I'll be honest, I might not have any more basics in this deck. I think I was very greedy with the... Yep, I was very greedy with the mana. 4 basics. But that's okay. Because I had a Sword of Feast and Famine proxied. And 2 to equip. We're gonna attack and kill 1 head. I gain 2, go to 13. Flip these 2. No heads, untap my lands. Again, treating the Hydra head as a player. Then I'm gonna round 2. Targeting him. We're gonna deal 2 to him from Blanca's ability. And this has flashback. Good. We're gonna play Gutter Snipe. He has trample now, if that matters. Kinda doesn't. Attacking again. The head. And if no heads flip up, then that means I have defeated the Hydra. 1, 2. Boom, baby! You know, considering I got off to a sweet start with that Jeweled Lotus, that was actually closer than I would have liked. But I'm learning about this deck. So now that I beat the Hydra once, what I do is I like to then go to the next deck. If you'd like me to stay on the Hydra, you can let me know, but otherwise I'm going to switch to the Horde. What did you call me? What did I call you? I don't remember. Alright, we'll put this one away. Oh, I forgot I'm supposed to have like these like heroic little buffs on the side, but I'm not playing with those. We're just playing this as like a commander test challenge. Just to see how the deck fares. There we go. There's the little horde. So the horde's a little bit different in terms of like what you need to do to defeat it. So there's no heads. It's not the same thing as a Hydra, obviously, so I'm not like flipping 2 every time I kill a horde. So basically, anytime I attack, I'm attacking the deck of the cards. The deck is its life total. So out of the amount of damage I do is the amount of cards it's going to mill. Every turn, the horde is going to flip 2 cards and cast both of them. Most of them are going to be Minotaurs with haste that immediately attack each turn, and it even says that. I don't even have a choice. Some other of the cards will do are artifacts which allow the horde to cast multiple spells in a turn. Gutter Snipe? Listen, man, the card's called Gutter Snipe. I don't know what to tell you. It's a little frickin' back alley goblin ass little gutter snipe from the frickin' is it frickin', you know, whatever, and he sees a sniper. Alright, that's enough shuffling, I think. We'll do one more. Boom. Okay. So every turn I'm going to flip 2 cards from the horde. This is defeat the horde. Most likely it's going to be Minotaurs. I'm going to immediately attack with those Minotaurs because they all have haste and they all have to attack every turn. Technically, in the rules of the horde, the player fighting the horde gets 3 free turns, but I'm not going to do that. Like I said, when I sort of do this challenge for myself, I'm like trying to make it as hard as possible for myself. Not like as hard as possible, but like I don't want to make it easy. I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, I beat the horde. Nah, like really, like you're not going to get 3 free turns, that type of thing. If I feel like the deck is not performing and it's like really getting its ass beat after like rounds and rounds and rounds of fighting the horde, then I'll be like, okay, maybe I will take those 3 turns. But let's see what happens. The funny thing about fighting the horde in these type of decks is like I drew burgeoning, which says whenever an opponent plays a land, I get to put a land out. But this opponent does not play lands, so this card is now a dead card to me. I do have a lightning ball in hand. We're gonna play mountain and pass. So immediately the horde gets 2 Minotaur Younghorns. They are both 2/2s. They both have haste. They both attack. I immediately take 4. Alright, that's a good card for me to have here. We're going to Faithless Looting. Draw 2, discard 2. Draw 2, discard definitely Burgeoning, obviously, I just mentioned. And we'll get rid of this Twinferno. Land for turn is going to be a Blighted Woodland, and I'm going to play Soul Ring with that. I can't utilize the Soul Ring right this second. Let's see what happens. 1, 2. Boom. The Phobaros Reaver is a 2/3, but it's the same. In this I take 8, so I go to 28. 28 from 36. Now I need to draw a colored land. Nope. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna Fabled Passage. Doesn't do anything yet. I'm thinking I have a Mana Vault in hand. Maybe I crack this now or I wait. Either way, I'm getting the land next turn. So yeah, we'll just do it now. gonna Mana Vault. We're gonna pay... Oh, I need a green to activate. I don't have a green to activate. Alright, well we're gonna get this forest now then, tapped. It has to be basic. And that's going to be my turn there. We'll see what the Horde does. The Horde gets overwhelming very quick. Like, it eats a board wipe. But, like, turn 3, it's got 6 bodies. These are all 2/2s. This is a 2/3. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm taking 12, going to from 28 to 16. Like, that's pretty solid. I do have a Lightning Bolt in hand. I'm thinking I should use it now to save 2. Yeah, I'm going to do that now. Save myself 2 health. Hadouken! Alright. Now I can play Blanca. We got our Witch's Clinic. These are artifacts. These are lands. Let's see how exactly I do this. If I go like... If I tap like this, that's Blanca. And I can do the Witch's Clinic and give him lifelink. Yeah. Like that. Give him lifelink. Attack the Horde. He's just a 5. So what happens, I'm attacking the Horde. Its library is its life. I'm dealing 5, so it mills 5. In order to defeat this Horde, this deck has to go to 0. Okay. And I gain 5 because of lifelink. Go to 23. 23. Okay. The Reckless Minotaur. Minotaur Goreseeker's a 3/2, as opposed to the 2/3. And Reckless Minotaur is a 4/1, but at the end step, it gets destroyed. So I'm being attacked for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. From 23, that brings me to 5. And that's a big old swing. My turn. How do I get out of this? Because I'm at 5. Mana Vault does not untap. At the beginning of my draw step, if it's tapped, I take 4. I guess, do I want to... I already drew my card. I really don't want to take 1, though. But if I take 1, then I'll have 5. Yeah, I could utilize that. So I'll have 5 here. I am going to use it kind of immediately for Stormkill and Artist. I mean, worst case scenario, it's a blocker. Oh, but I could have given him lifelink. I shouldn't have even done that. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. Let's see what happens. Alright, Mogus's Chosen enters tapped, and it's a 5/4. Whenever a Minotaur attacks this turn, this is Touch of the Horned God. Whenever a Minotaur attacks, it gains Death Touch. Damn, I'm gonna kill Blanca. So if it attacks with everything, if I block the 2, I still take 8 and lose. Good game, Minotaur. Alright, it killed me on the first one, but so did the Hydra. Alright. If anyone is still interested, I'm looking to give away these cards here, if you can see them. I can send the link. I'm looking to give them away. I'm trying to get to the 50 followers on Twitch. If I reach that, I'll give away 1 or 2 of these. And then once I hit 20 subs, I'll start doing giveaways like at least once a week. All right, let's try this again. Okay. Okay. We are gonna Cinder Glade and pass turn. Descend on the prey whenever a Minotaur attacks. Against first strike, it must be blocked. Intervention of Keranos. At the beginning of combat this turn, it deals 3 damage to each creature. I got a free turn there. Very good. Opal Palace. We are gonna... We're gonna Manamorphose for green. And I'm gonna Sylvan Library. Let's see if I can get lucky again. Okay. So any of the artifacts in the deck allow me to cast additional spells for the Horde. So now the Hordes are going to get 3 spells per turn, but when it dies, I gain 5 life. And whenever a Minotaur attacks, it gets +2/+0 and destroy that Minotaur at the end of combat. My turn, Sylvan Library trigger. I'm at 40, by the way. Let's refix that. I definitely need the land. Definitely that, actually, so... And I don't need that. Okay. I'm going to take 4 from Sylvan Library, go to 36. We're going to play Cradle of Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth. All my stuffs are forest. We're going to play Sensei's Divining Top to help smooth out my draws. Then we're going to pass the turn to the Horde. So the Horde gets 3 now. 1, 2, 3. That's Mogus is chosen. That is tap, not attacking. This is total of 6 damage. Is there anything I can do before? Negative. And then this guy dies at the end of combat. So 6 go to 30. End step, I am going to do a trick. I'm going to cast Force of Vigor for free, exiling Carpet of Flowers, since I have no opponents with islands, to destroy that artifact, gaining me 5 life. I go to 36. Then my turn. Before my turn, we're going to Sensei's Divining Top. Yeah, we'll do this. Then Sylvan Library. I'm just going to take 2. I'm going to take 4 damage, go to 31. I'm going to play Bloodstained Mire, go to 30. And I'm going to crack it and get a Stomping Ground, going to 28. Where's my Stomping Ground? There we go, I already took the damage. I'm going to exile Elvish Spirit Guide to get my Blanca. I'm going to immediately attack the library. Very aggressive things going on here. These are all tapped. The Horde takes 5 off the top. No artifacts, so nothing happens. Then, pass the turn. Oof. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I take 12, go to 16. My turn. No responses before draw. Sylvan Library trigger. There we go. Yeah, I need this more. We're just going to do one because I'm at 16. Witch's Clinic. You know, this card is coming in lock for this deck specifically. More than I thought it would. We're going to give target commander lifelink. I don't have any other things to do, so I'm just going to attack for 5 and I gain 5. I go from 16 to 21. 2, 3, 4, 5. Gain my life. Alright, that's the turn here. Horde's turn. Ooh, okay, tapped. And a plundered statue. When it dies, each player draws a card. And then I'm getting attacked for 12 again, right? 5 plus 3 is 8. That makes 10. That makes 12. From 21, I go to 9. Alright, end of turn. I'm going to Sensei's Divining Top. None of these help me in any way. My turn. I'm not going to Sylvan Library. I'm just going to get 1. Into the battlefield. Or may reveal a forest. That's not the land I want. It'll be this one. Alright. Thinking about what I actually want to do. Yeah, still want to give him lifelink. Alright. So give him lifelink. Then we're going to go Hunter's Insight. He has lifelink. He's going to get +2/+2. His trigger is going to deal 2 damage to each opponent. So we're going to go 1, 2. When this Altar of Mogus is put into the graveyard from anywhere, the Minotaur sacrifices 2 creatures. We're just going to go for the smallest ones, which are these 2. And then whenever Blanca deals combat damage to a player planeswalker, I draw that many cards. So his 7. I'm going to gain 7, go to 16. The Horde takes 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No more shrines, and I draw 7. I'm tapped out here, but I do have a way to make mana if I wanted to. No, we'll save it. We'll do it all next turn. I'm at 16, and this Horde is going to deal a minimum of 13 to me. This might be the game again. Extra card, creature, and creature. I do have to move to discard, actually. Forgot. Just discard these 2 lands. That is the game again. Unless, let's Sensei's Defining Top. Nope. Oof. The Horde is tough. We're going to do one more with this deck, and then I'm going to call it. I'm going to be streaming more soon. I have a schedule lined up. I'm still doing Last of Us on Thursdays and Saturdays, and I'm going to be doing Persona 5. I'm going to do like a very long stream. Like I have it scheduled for 5 hours, but I might go really like long with that. We'll see how it goes. Kind of preparing. It's for Persona 5 Royal. That's going to be on Sunday. I just feel like doing some sort of long content is definitely going to be good. Alright, one more time with Blanca, folks. Let's see how we do. We're not going to take an extra turn. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna get a Stomping Ground and just go to 37. And I'm gonna play Sensei's Divining Top. I used to own a Taiga. Had to sell it, unfortunately. Nothing there, and an extra card. Okay. So kind of a freebie turn. We are gonna play a Hideaway Land. That doesn't help us there. Persona 5 is like the most coolest weeaboo anime RPG that's come out in the last decade. Let me see if I can pull up an image. My keyboard is like it's super stylized with like jazz. And just like it's super bright with the colors, like it's got a very like red theme to it. Like you'll see on Sunday, like you can hop on for like a minute or whatever. Like I'm not saying like watch the whole stream or anything like that, but like so when we were getting our PS4 a couple years ago, we bought a bunch of games on sale, and Lo was like, "Get Persona," and I'm like, "Okay," and she was playing it. And I was getting into it. So it's an RPG, but if you're don't think of it fully on like Final Fantasy terms, because there's sort of two games you're playing at the same time. There's the daytime, which you're a teenage kid, a Japanese teenage kid at school, and then there's that nighttime is where you're fighting all the monsters and stuff. But you can like sort of level up your characters in the daytime, kind of like Mass Effect, how you would like build up your relationships with your crew, and they got stronger and like they would be less likely to die. Yeah, no, it is a 10 out of 10, 100%. It is a 10 out of 10 game. And they did like Royal is like the extra with added content to it and like extra dungeons and stuff. It is one of the best RPGs of all time. I'll be playing it, so like, you know, obviously you'll be able to like see like kind of how it is. I definitely like look up like some videos and stuff. It's really cool. I don't even know where I was in this game talking about Persona 5. Let's go to the Horde's turn. Nothing there. Okay. When a Minotaur attacks his turn, it gets 2+0 and destroyed at end of combat. So I'm just going to take one more from this. So altogether I'm taking 8, going to 29. Yeah, check it out on the stream. We're gonna Divining Top before my turn. Check it out on my stream. You might end up liking it, honestly. Like, I don't know how you are with Final Fantasy stuff. I don't know if we really talked about that, but like it is immediately in like my top 2 like all-time favorite JRPGs. Which one of these do I want on top? I guess just that one. Then my turn. Land for turn. Yeah, I'm like chatting up Persona 5 during my Magic stream. It is so stylized, so like I can't even explain it. There's like jazz and anime characters and you're in high school. I can't explain how awesome it is without making it sound kind of silly or dumb. We're gonna Sensei's Dividing Top here, just so I can dig. Alright, nothing happened there. When a Minotaur attacks, it gains Death Touch. I'm just gonna take 6, go to 23. I guess end of turn, I'm just gonna Veil of Summer to draw a card and do nothing else with that, because I had an extra 2 mana left over. Now it's gonna be my turn. With that extra 1 mana before my turn, I'm gonna do one of these. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're gonna draw a card for the turn. I don't like anything on my top, so I'm gonna Wooded Foothills, pay 1. Yeah, it's like that. So it's silly like Dresden, but anime. Like I know you like certain animes. If you like any certain animes, you'll probably like Persona 5 because it's kind of like the best of everything. I need to get a mountain or forest. Like I remember watching Larissa play Persona 4, and like it's got a Pokemon aspect to it. So this is I know what you'll like. It's got a Pokemon aspect to it because it's got like elemental damages and stuff. And yeah, of course. What was I saying? You completely derailed me with that. It's got a Pokemon aspect with a lot of elemental damages. The way that they would sort of summon their monsters in Persona 4, because they were in like this dark underworld, like Underdark, whatever you want to call it, like dream dimension kind of thing. They had these like fake guns, and they would pretend to shoot themselves in the head in order to summon their monsters. So if that doesn't do it for you, like you gotta just watch. It's fucking wild. You know what? We're gonna do one of these. We're gonna play Jessica's Will. We're gonna exile the top 3, and I can play one of them this turn. I don't even know why I did that. Alright, Horde's turn. I'm taking 6 from the Horde, going from 22 to 16. Just eating damage all day long. We're gonna top. Okay. We're gonna do like that. My turn. Draw my card. Play my land. We're gonna tap out. We're gonna play Blanca. We're gonna exile Elvish Spirit Guide to make a green mana. Not green. I mean, that's green, yes, but we're gonna use that to cast Blanca. Because I'm gonna play Assault Strobe and give him Double Strike. That gives him +2/+2, 2 damage to the Horde. Any artifacts, negative. So he gets +2/+2 and Double Strike, so I'm swinging for 14 at the Horde. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna draw a card from that one and gain 5 life. I go to 21. Okay. Sorry, I thought my stream froze for a second. Yeah, everything looks like it's working this time. I think we're good on the stream. Okay, Horde's turn. 1, 2, 3. Taking a total of... Let's flip these this way so I can see the damage. 8 damage from 20 to 12. Yeah, imagine Pokemon, but one of the elements that can be thrown around is Nuke. In addition to, like, fire and ice and stuff. But also, you're a teenage boy in high school. You're like a teenage deviant. We're gonna play this guy tapped. We're gonna play Verdant Wisps. He gets +1/+0. The Horde takes 2 from Blanca's ability. And I draw a card. I played a land this turn already. He's now in 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I do more? Let's top. 1 to top. You know what? We will do this. I'm gonna top. And I'm gonna cast Soul's Fire. Targeting Blanca. When I target, he deals 2. Deals damage equal to its power to any target. I'm at 12. You've got 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. That becomes 10. So I can deal 20 to the Horde, or I can deal 10 and 10. 10 to a creature and 10 to the Horde. The Horde's about to play all those. I'm going to deal 10 to one of these fools. 10 to the Horde. Xaxes. I gain 5 life, and the Horde mills 7. I'm going to go to 17. Okay. Horde's turn. Horde's about to cast 5 spells. And the Horde's almost out. Horde's got 4 cards left! Okay, you're tapped. And all of you are attacking. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. That leaves me at 2. Woohoo! Draw my top. We're gonna play Contested Cliffs. We're gonna play Sensei's Divining Top. We are going to tap Sensei's Divining Top, see what's on top. I feel like... I think the rules is I have to bring that to 0 and get rid of all the Hordes. Which means that might be game here too. What were these top 3? So... no matter what, I've taken out the Horde's deck. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to do that. We're going to see what happens on here. Nothing, no extra effects. So I beat this, but I didn't beat this. And I'm at 2. And I don't have any life gain cards here. My top, I could have pumped him, but that doesn't do anything for me. Nothing relevant in my hand, so I'm going to consider that a loss. Just because I didn't beat the rest of the Horde. But that was a lot better than the first 2 games. So that's it here. I'm going to call it a night there. Just a short magic day, just messing around, fighting hordes and hydras and stuff. Thursday and Saturday, I'm back for The Last of Us Part 2. And yeah, follow if you can. I'm trying to do some magic giveaways when I hit my goals. And yeah, I even got Lucille here from The Walking Dead. That's kind of one that I'm hyped to give away to see who gets it. But yeah, let me know. I will be back on Thursday, y'all. Peace.